Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How are you doing on this beautiful Ohio day?
Doing just peachy.
It's literally starting to snow right now, and we're excited.
This is the start of the storm.
Yes.
So who knows how bad it's gonna get or how good it's gonna get, because we can look at this in multiple ways. It's good because we need to work. We haven't really been doing a whole lot of snow. It's been a little late summer here this year. We've been sun tanning and digging ditches and honestly being really progressive, I guess you could say. This little extended time period has allowed us to get a lot done.
Yep.
So I'm gonna get this cup of coffee done.
Whew, the wind
you look
just picked
cold
up.
out there. It's nice and toasty.
It is getting a little chilly.
Anyways, we got some maintenance.
I got stuff to do. He's got stuff to do.
I was gonna keep talking to you guys, but TQ's like, hey, I got stuff to do. So
he just talks too much.
I'll be back.
Bye, guys.
First stop, Napa. Right over there is DL, where we get our salt at sometimes. Let's see if they got what I need. Well, I don't see it in the 5-gallon, but they got it in the 1-gallon, so that might have to work for now. So let's go ahead and get it. There we go. Got the gallon, 53 bucks, fluid film. Let's roll. Back here at Terry's, need to see if they got the rubber guards for the top and the bolt kit. Get that covered. All right, got the snow deflectors, got the metal brackets. So if you go in to get one, you need the metal brackets and the bolt kit as well. Oh, moving along here, moving along. The snow is starting to move. It's just still too warm, 37 degrees right now. Only in Ohio do you get the sun, snowstorm, all at one time. All right, guys, here at the property, we got the fluid film. Now online, fluid film says you cannot use a pump sprayer to apply this. We're gonna give it a test. They do sell a fluid film sprayer if this does not work. So we're gonna find out together, will a pump sprayer apply fluid film? Okay, this is just a $28 one I picked up at Lowe's, I believe it was. And yeah, we're gonna find out. So yeah, you can see this is some thick stuff. What you guys think? A little cold out here, so it's a little thicker than usual, I think. I don't know. What do you think, TQ?
It makes you think, like, what do they mix it with to be able to bring it out of the aerosol cans, you know?
Oh, they're definitely mixing it with something.
Yeah.
Guess we're gonna find out, right?
You don't know until you know.
It's like caramel.
I was just thinking that. Kids do not eat this at home.
I bet this would be a lot more runny if it was warmer.
Ooh.
Right? There's still quite a bit in there too. All right, so first and foremost, let's see if it pumps and goes into the sprayer. not getting pressure for some reason.
Try spraying it.
It's not sealing. It's not sealing properly. See, it's just pushing up on this. So that pump sprayer is definitely defective. It will not hold air. The gasset's got a small little tear in it we found. And yeah, anyways, we had a plan B. And the plan B, TQ's got her hand on it right there. So let's go ahead and just hop into it. You guys ready? So this plow here is a 2020. It's going to be its third season here. Been a great plow. It will need new cutting edges here pretty soon, but we went ahead and purchased those already when we got the new plow set up last week. This is our oldest. This is a 2017. As you can see, it's got wear and tear, but hey, we use this stuff to make us money, and it's been a great plow as well. That one's a 9.2, that's an 8.2, and this one's a 9.2, our newest one that Boss Snowplows hooked us up with. We're going to be putting the snow deflectors on top here as well. Got the bolt kit. Let's get back to All right, guys, so we get asked all the time, what happens if you hit something when you're plowing? And that's a pretty good question, because you would think it would just destroy the entire plow on the front end of the truck. Now it does give it a little bit of a workout, but the nice thing about Boss snow plows is they have this little blade right here, and it's actually connected to these springs up under here, and they call this their trip. So if you see this right here, all the way down through there, so what happens is if you hit something, this will actually turn itself, not the plow, just this will turn, and it'll kick back out once it goes over whatever it's hitting. So it allows it to just spin freely without taking the whole plow and distributing all of that motion through even into you. And trust me, we've hit some hard things over the time. So All right, guys, so we timed it. It took us exactly 13 minutes. It was probably about 30 to a minute for you guys, but we're like 10x the speed. But anyways, went on really simple. Highly recommend just using the roller over the brush. The roller, if we used the thicker roller, like one of the big ones, we probably could have got into all the little grooves and little areas that we had to use the paintbrush to get into, kind of like right along the edges of the trip edge, right along there, getting up and around these. You know, just in those little tight spots. But as you can see, we covered this thing, and you don't want to worry about it if it looks a little messy, because the first time it storms or whatever, all of this is going to start doing what it's supposed to do in protecting the metal surfaces and your equipment so that it lasts as long as possible. So how often should you apply this? Well, it stays on pretty darn good, but if you do get a huge storm and you're throwing a lot of salt down and then you have to go wash the trucks off, you know, which we recommend keeping the salt off of your stuff as well, you might want to take a look at it. If you can tell there's no film on it, go ahead and reapply. We don't normally do it that often throughout the winter. I'd say maybe like once a month, and typically our season's 3 to 4 months. So just stay on top of it. Make sure everything is being greased up. Make sure everything's being taken care of. Make sure you're pumping plenty of grease into your joints there in the center, so if you have a V-plow, it's working properly. Make sure as well you're using dielectric grease in all of your electrical components, okay? And also you can use fluid film on like your salt spreaders. You can use it on those components back there as well, your cage on top that breaks stuff up to help protect those metals as well. Also, don't forget your electrical out back for your salt spreaders. Make sure you're taking care of all of that as well. Quick, short little video here, TQ, what'd you think?
I mean, it was a quick and easy job, honestly.
Yeah, I started with the roller and TQ's like, here, let me take care of it, because she saw my arm motion and everything. So she went ahead and hopped in there, started taking care of that. We got all of them knocked out. I'll go ahead and show you. Don't forget to hit some of these front end parts on your pickup truck too. Anything that's metal up here, you know, you can go ahead and cover up as well. I'm not really worried about the stainless bumper. We won't own the truck by the time that rots away. But definitely either get the fluid film sprayer, or you're going to want to get something you can hook up to like an air sprayer. I'm not sure if the battery units would work or not. If any of you guys have used the battery units that can, you know, you can hook up and spray with that, maybe that would help. But in all honesty, we really don't know if the pump sprayer would work, because that one is defective. The ring on it has a leak in it, and it won't even pump up just diesel fuel by itself, any kind of liquid. So yeah, I don't think it would work, but if you dilute it maybe with vegetable oil or something like that, it possibly could work. So I want to leave that one open-ended. Maybe we come back to it at another date and try it again.
Maybe a warmer date too.
Yeah, maybe a warmer date. We had to get this stuff done because we got an event coming this afternoon. It is steadily dropping throughout the day. We started off the day probably what, mid-40s?
Yeah.
Mid-40s?
Definitely, I can't feel my toes.
Now we're probably in the mid-20s with the real feel. So we're going to be rocking and rolling some salt here a bit later. We'll get these babies loaded up a bit later. We're just going to wait for this event to come, and yeah, we'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed today's video. As always,
keep plowing,
keep salting,
keep making money, boys and girls.
We'll talk to you later.
TQ out.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.